Hello, hello, hello. On a good evening, on a good afternoon, good day. Na piari sekeno. Bondesha biana kawiena. Um, Today is Friday, the 22nd of November. We the fast approach Christmas. We the fast approach the Scandinavian festival season, where we call Christmas. Here they call it Fest of Nissan. We therefore make some changes on this channel. We make some improvements on we broadcast, and we plan for increase the broadcast to 3 per week for now. And of course, we go to improve as we go along, but we want to know say as we go along, we go come with other segments them where the purpose go be for assist the people of Sierra Leone to get on for improve on a lot of things. Because with all what's in on the go in our country, as me and Imran can always say, we need for improve on we knowledge base. Today, we start with a topic when a part of the issues of improving on the knowledge base. We can't talk about these too many aspirants them. All my one be flag bearer in Sierra Leone. We done one election. We get a lot of question mark. We not sit down for address the issue of voting wrong on that election. Now they 10 flag bearers they come under, 20 they come under, 30 they come under. Everybody want be head of state. Well, me I want be foot of state, so now go make that position there for me. I beg. So that day, nobody not going to run after me. Na me one day. So now there, when I coin the office there for me, when I create them, me go there na me corner. That be foot of state, but one thing no more when I get for do for me. Outside they for tell you not true, I they tell them. We don't know I very lucky, yes. Not to by force. So before they go further with this topic, I go let me co-host like greet una and like you na your own first word.
Abo this year one this year. Kama mimi no second no. Sekuri no too. Fambulo. In a cabo plenty kushete una. Bagladi, bajalo no detire. Every 2-3 days, they go look na a piggy bank, a pull something, we go bring cantona, we go add value. And today, we topic na political suicide in Sierra Leone. When they talk about political suicide, that the things then what they do politically, where they kill we, where they destroy possibilities for we. We are people and we self-destruct. We have to say it. We're not get for the pretend about it. We as a people, like anywhere else, we not get potential. But the decision what you make today, it gets so much for do with your future. If you make bad decisions today, it will affect you tomorrow. But waiting, we are good at doing the same bad choices, ending up with the same outcome. Then they blame everybody. Like what Pajalo just talk now this now. He say all my want for be head of state. He saying go be foot of state. Well, me go be tail of state.
All right.
Now
Now
we don't complete.
go they give the belly. They me do.
You know, But it is,
We need number 6. So in the middle, yeah.
you know, things them when they come up with at a time like this, where we all for come together like a family. You know, where there is death in the family. Now bereavement. All man they come together. Even when people are not they talk safe on that occasion, then they talk. It bring people and come together. We get this bereavement. Now people in Tawa for campaign for be flag bearer. Now at the 6th region, they go Gambia. They go do retreat. I don't think they know the meaning of retreat. Of all the places, waiting a retreat, a place of safety. A place for go sit down review. A place for go sit down and realize all the things that we don't do, we don't do wrong. Then they go palade that. And at this now we problem. Any sawo meet up party. Any sawo meet up. It's like for say we get in Jalona with body. In Jalona with horses. It's like we get with body. And we mulch them back. As how we get the in Jalona with body. Now so it's like say we eat cocoa leaf. We flippant. We just they talk right now. Political suicide is evident. We dey in a situation where now attendees move for come together as a family. We get bereavement in the family. We get for see don't talk about the burying. How we go able to make this burying here? And how we go able for organize ourselves for the loss. These losses where we get in the family. And as I don't tell you, I say the topic na political suicide. We get for look at ourselves. We get for forget about everything else. Pay attention to ourselves. Look ourselves inwardly. Because now they will not do. One, we not do reflective account for review the things that what they do. We not do risk assessment. We just they go. But the reality is, we know they reach how they go. Anytime we take one step before, we take 20 steps backward. Pajalo no say what we did in Sierra Leone. The colonial people, them all the things they wouldn't set, all the institutions they wouldn't build them for exploit with. And they did very well. But the institutions then they add small value, but the value na their own exploitation. But some of them within and they will be get water supply, street pump, because most of the hosts not be get pipe bound water, but they may get street pump. Now we'll not get street pump safe again. Now na sachet that the people they drink water from. Water we don't know how it come out. 7 rivers in the country. We get rainfall. If I go be brother. Like you the baton, I just don't gains because the more way you look at it, I go just they go. I forget say you didn't near me. Water no there, well, drink.
If we say we the gains, then we not go solve Salon problem. You see, why we they do this work? Because this now work now. I like they not pay we would they do them. We they do them because a lot of things there about we where we not understand. You see, I can tell people and say poverty not to the creation of God or any external force.
You're right.
Poverty is a creation of mentality. In the abundance of water, if you don't have the correct mentality, you will stand by the bank of a river and wash your face with spittle in the morning. This is exactly what we see happening to us in Sierra Leone. And this exactly now they see they happen to most parts of Africa. And we always want for blame. We always want for complain. We dey blame and complain because we not focus on the things they will for focus on for find the answer. The first thing we'll get to understand as a Leone is life is not a oh be joyful journey.
Mhm.
It's not a oh be joyful journey. It's a journey where you face challenges and you have to stand up to those challenges quietly without being excited, look at them logically, and find solutions to them challenges. If you cannot do that in this life, then commit suicide and go. So that you will go next world, go sing hallelujah. Which if na a big challenge. Or you go next world, they go read Al-Fatiha. When a big challenge, because not all man go able for sit down, they read Al-Fatiha, they go. The fact of the situation in Sierra Leone is we are not facing the challenges as we should face them. We bypass them by wanting somebody for solve the problem for we. And this bypass attitude, this bypass mentality, now it don't lead we to this crisis we'll get so. Then now one blame APC nine cause this, SLPP nine cause this, Madabio nine do so, and let's go. Now we all do them. Now we all they encourage everything where they go wrong in Sierra Leone because we know they sit down for look at waiting wrong. We now get that patience for look at processes. We not get that patience for ask the necessary questions. Like what even they say in the backstage. And I want to let you repeat them questions, then they for the audience let them hear it. The three questions we need for ask all the time in your life. Where they all now WWH. Go ahead, sir.
Daddy, if you want to be holistic in anything where you do, you get fundamental questions then where they lead you for get the resolution where you want. One of them questions then are what, why, and how. Right now, the what. Now there we did from 2018. In fact, now there we did from 1960. Now there we did
1960 before 1961.
Now there we did 30 days. And the what? We know the problem. Before we ask why, we busy. That fall. Now Pajalo na broke the foot. The foot's not broke now. What do you do? Why if foot broke? Pajalo stone them. Then, where you go now, society, where people holistic, where you talk about crime, you know the left and day. The next question now why? We go make you know the causes of crime. What to make crime they take place? What to make the issue they happen? Like an example where I go ginaya. Everybody, hey, they cause mommy cause. They cause mommy cause. Mommy cause down there from the kingdom come na Sierra Leone. The only difference now to in those days, when we grow up, internet no be there, social media no be there for lunch. Now they get social media for lunch. That's the only difference. But we don't always there. But the issue now is no one is asking what to make people they cause this mommy cause.
Well, I want to let you hold on there because the whole world, if the Sierra Leoneans get for know, the only thing where they change in the world now technology. But the human race hardly they change. Maybe we they modify we perceptions, how we they view things. Maybe we they modify we behavior because technology they help we for do that. But by and large, we still not the same people, where they between being good and being evil, being nice and being wicked, being full of hate and being full of love. We have never changed from that. And we cannot change from that until maybe we go to another dimension in existence. But in this dimension, what they call art, we know the change. Now with technologies, they change. And the technologies, they impact with attitude. Because the technology, like for example, the internet, it don't expose we for make we know a lot of things in one go, where they all what you they understand now may take us years to get that information. Timbit in China, you didn't know. It in America, you didn't know. It in Salo, you didn't know. We are so loaded with information now that we get chance for modify or for change we understanding of the world where they live in. But if we look at all that, then we look at we country. We need for ask, why is it that much not a change in Sierra Leone? What is responsible for that? That's not the what question we'll begin with. From the time what we get, before we get independence, they don't begin fight for power in Sierra Leone. Before we get independence, remember?
Yeah. Not constructively, destructively.
Destructively.
Yes.
Before we get independence, we don't begin do underhand game by ourselves. Rather than we choose one person for make it lead, everybody want for lead. Why? What are the reason we make we they do that? And one thing I know, anything where a society begin practice, as time they go on, the society they perfect them. Now make I can tell people and say what in the be shown as Sierra Leone, not to accident. Nothing where we create by ourselves. But we done an election. The one whole world say this election not correct. Then they find way for investigate the election. Then they find way for come with ways and means for make the then correct what thing be wrong, so that it not go happen again. Rather than we politicians then focus on that. What are they focused on? How for push their ego. How for make themselves relevant. So much so that even the one them, we've been there to the disadvantage of what happened by this election, the All People's Congress. Rather than them standing together and say, let us fight this fight, because it is our ideological fight to fight. It is in our party's interest to fight this fight. Then can a public begin to curse themselves, blame themselves. Ebo, it's shameful for make big man and they behave like idiot.
You know, you talk some things
It's
now.
shameful. It's shameful. Go ahead, sir.
You talk some things just now. We sweet me. I just want to give you. Then you add them on top. The whole society, it's like na a spoil. What they call a spoil, like when you hear riot. Then the bon host them. Then you get some people then where they come out for go loot. Opportunistic behavior.
Well, that's what we are doing in North. That's what we are doing.
Exactly. I just say like give you that.
We do it without involving material damage.
That's what the politicians are doing. They are
psychologically. We do it psychologically. That's what is going on in Sierra Leone today. That's why I said a political suicide is being committed in Sierra Leone. Before the last so-called election, a whole political party where people let me down, they look, say, okay, for all them two parties, what they call Alasan, Alusain, or whatever name they give them, there is a third factor who feel say sometimes this go help for make we get balance. That same party they infect na the office. Then scatter the next 2 years, the leader don't go join other party.
So you know how they call them now? You get Alasan, you get Alusain, they don't talk basic. Then are they basic.
You know, I will tell you another thing again. You know why Sierra Leoneans not they understand the depth of the crisis within the country?
Mm-hmm.
They always take and make joke. But at the end of the day, we're all losers.
Yeah.
You know what make we be losers?
So on point.
You know what make we be losers?
Tell me.
I like you can a diaspora, you prosper day. If you spend all your youthful life, they work in the diaspora, you accumulate whatever wealth you accumulate. If you're not able to go back now your country, so you born, for make an impact there, not because you know one do them. You go wish for them. People learn they plenty in the diaspora wish for go back na Sierra Leone. But because we get a system created by a mentality we say, if me not there before the other man of Okanaya, where would they see translated in politics now?
The crab syndrome.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you come on IASO, you're not Sierra Leonean, you go with $1 million, $2 million for go invest. As you reach this, so with that investment, you don't create enemies. This, we see council, they can't do this, the power I want. Then they find all kind way for destroy you. All kind way.
I'm glad the way you say that.
Foreigners, they come, they come, sir, not done it. Foreigners, they come with danger. We open arms to accept them. Then when they can't sit down back on social media, they talk with a glee. Hey, Sierra Leone Alliance, here Sierra Leone. Hey, bo, are we thinking in Sierra Leone? Are we meant to be self-sabotaging people? Why is it that the political class for they commit suicide in the country? This political suicide not only begin.
Well, there is another dimension. I'm glad the way you say within you say so.
Mm-hmm.
The political class, they commit suicide by doing the things and what they do. But the things
They're
they do
for personal gain, but they
yeah,
are not gaining anything.
while then they do them, we need people and they stand aside and watch and do nothing. So that's not make we any difference to them. Like for instance, what do you talk about just now? You say you don't do well, you they go retire now you country. What did happen? Now Nigeria, all of a sudden people wonder why Nigeria don't take over music now the whole world. Now the diaspora and musicians them all don't go back home. Then go, some of them don't become producers now, yeah. Some don't become very top writers. Some don't master their craft. They went back home with it.
You are only talking about music.
I be just one for Leah for you.
Okay.
So
all the sectors where person can go into for do well, the Nigerians are going back home, and no political interference now they affect them.
Well, guess what?
If political interference, they have a very minimal.
Well, with you, if you go now like how you done this, so you know academic, now a man with a vast life experience, where you get a lot, where you able for care go for able improve, transform, and add value. Immediately where you go, you are retreat. What thing them people here go do? Then go try for go plant drug na you ose or ammunition And everybody around you know say it is not true. They don't get any evidence. But the whole country go sit down, they then watch, then take you apart, murder you. Before that, then go talk for say, the question is, as we talk about what, why, and how. What are they going to talk about? What if Mr. Jalo self go fend it? Enough for don't go there. Now he go fend them for himself. This is how we think. The man at home. He have every right to go there. The Constitution give you that right. If Mr. Jalo want for be a president, he run. If you want for support, anybody want for be president, he get the right to vote for him.
Well, I no want for be, because if I be want for be president, I don't go long term, and I combolo be for be.
Well, maybe for be done better for everybody now, because
no,
we don't
go better.
Interest.
And I go better. And I go
because
better.
Where I look
and I go better.
Where I
Mister.
look you, and if I they put the other people that whether they were saying the B flag, they want for B flag bearer, my brother, put you and put them now 100 watts bulb and lamp.
Yes,
you know,
but it not go better.
Contrast is so vast that
it not go better. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
The political suicide where they happen in Sierra Leone, not all the politicians they cause them as you ask that question just now. It is caused by all of us. Our belief system.
Take part.
Our belief systems now they promote that political suicide day.
What you go today? Are you country? Why not for go day?
Number one,
for go day?
If like a misia they go put on politics now, people will feel I have all the answers. So everything has to be correct within 1 or 2 years. Otherwise, I'll be the greatest failure or not. Then go talk all kind of thing.
Well, they're not ask the right question, as you can always say. You don't say this consistently. They're not going to ask why we for get a country, people are afraid for good. But the question we're always prevalent. What you go today? Instead to get mine, enough for don't go there. Where the constructive question, the democratic question, the community question. The other day, you do a topic where we talk about culture. What's in our culture? Una define them. But anything for let it be culture, it get for happen severally, gradually.
It get for be widely accepted.
Now they can so it use that it happen. First, it can come by default. It happen.
Now, they come. I know I use the word
they come, my brother. Allow me.
Nothing not they come. Now we they create everything with the human race.
You know, whatever kind of a society, we not do anything about it. It happened 2-3 times. It become a norm. It become a pattern.
I wonder you get to one point before they go. Nothing comes by magic or by accident.
Never.
Everything will happen to we in this life now a physical translation of we mental energies. So it doesn't come. We create it. Now we accept that.
Well, if it happen.
Now we they make it happen.
When it happen.
Now we they make it happen.
Not get the inclination. We not create the appetite for say this thing not happen. This should not be acceptable. This is not ethical. We should stop it. Like this election will happen. If we not deal with them, it will become the normal thing, the norm.
There is no if about it. It is not going to be dealt with.
Well, then it don't become the norm. Where it become the norm, it don't become a pattern. Where it become
the one we want to deal with her now is the Judas.
But when
Samuel may not be the best guy, but he wants to deal with this anomaly. But he's now been painted as the Judas.
This is what always they happen. Because we know they ask the right questions. I remember where Quetta go Sierra Leone. It hurts me. It pained me so bad. Why there is Sierra Leone and then in the attack the man say he should not go to his own country. then we say we defend for democracy.
Well, under the circumstances, I go agree with public opinion.
The reason why me not go agree, I am not talking about waiting, it go do the waiting, it no go do the. Now the principle, fundamental principle, where then are we constitution, we get freedom of movement. Not to me put on there. Now we all agree when they talk about custom. Say we forget freedom of movement, freedom of speech, freedom to associate.
Yes, but there are exceptions to every rule. I want to let you get one point clear. And I want to let you listen to this carefully. When I was taken from Conakry, Guinea in 2003, I came to Norway with a United Nations passport. As I reached at the airport, then take the passport na mian. That United Nations passport, na the United Nations systems, they give to anybody where then they repatriate or where then they send into asylum for in safety. When I reach na Oslo airport, then take that passport na mian, then give me a local passport when I green book. And in that book, it is written, I'm free to travel to any part of the world except Sierra Leone until I become a citizen of the Kingdom of Norway. You know why I didn't do that? You know, they come outside, they don't prosecute you, you go there back.
Hostility there.
So, Keita issue, or I call himself, he caused it. I'm not discussing it. I know international rules of humanitarian issues. He caused it. I can go to Sierra Leone now if I want to, because I have a Norwegian citizenship. The minute, look, you see, yeah? The minute I left here, they inform the foreign office. Say, I'm going to Sierra Leone. When I reach Sierra Leone, I call them, say, they are. They know what they can do. You see, rule na rule. If we break the rule, we break them. If we follow the rule, we follow them.
Yeah.
But the fact is, Sierra Leoneans don't distinguish between law and order and disorderliness.
That's a
And
very
the people in power can want for point say that the public disorder, they are the ones who are disordered. The people in power, now then they promote disorderliness in the society.
Because that's how they thrive.
No, it's not, they don't thrive. There is no Sierra Leonean thriving from politics, my dear brother.
Because we're confusion, you know what they ask them.
Who can raise his hand up and say, I am a billionaire?
Not to that aspect.
Sierra Leone is worth quadrillions of dollars.
That's
quadrillions.
Fact. That's fact. But what I'm saying is, any side way confusion day, order no day. Now you make them they create the confusion.
And where order no day, now loot and they loot. Anything
exactly.
Get by looting.
And now you don't hit the nail.
They don't benefit. Now use the correct word. A looter never benefits. You know what in do? You know they get the real value of what you loot.
Yeah, you get for the watch behind you back all the time. You shadow the
no, that's not to me concern. The concern is if you go loot a car, where you go sell them, that man where they go sell them to no say na loot you loot them. It just feel like where they go na pawn shop. You know they get the real value.
Never.
And whatever they get from them, except if you have a planned and structured mentality. Say, when I get this money, I convert them into investment to go bring money for me. But I will tell you one thing for free. I saw independence, I attended independence. And up to date, I have not seen a Sierra Leonean politician who has come up with an investment that is sustainable. That's why most of them, when you take them out of power, give them 6 months to 1 year, they are as poor as the rat in the church. So this benefit, what then they look for, not to benefit. Not to benefit.
You talk.
Now stupidity they make them they behave so.
In this we discuss, you talk about aspirant ideology divide.
Yes.
Let we not forget that. Talk to Weibo that. Tell Weibo this.
What do I mean by the aspirant then ideology divide?
Mhm.
If una say una belong to a party, as far as politics goes,
Mhm.
political parties then they operate by ideology. Now I make and they class them. This na left party, this na right party, this na central party. That classification not only na the ideology. The classification they show the position of the ideology between what is socialist and what is capitalist.
And waiting a liberal.
And what in a liberal, when are the central.
Yeah.
Okay? As far as my knowledge goes of what we call All People's Congress and what we call Sierra Leone People's Party, in the 60s, they had ideologies. In the 60s, they had ideologies. Because the SLPP took a right-wing position representing people from the ruling houses, the upper strata of society,
Mhm.
and people then we associate with them.
Yeah.
The APC, when it was formed in 1960, it was a kind of social democratic institution
To the left.
to the left.
Yeah.
It was not socialist, but at the same time not a capitalist, so not social democratic institution. But today, what we see in these parties, the SLPP no longer not getting ideology. Instead, what you they see now hooliganism inside the SLPP. What a laugh! Now hooliganism, Nendepa. If anybody afraid for tell them, me not afraid for tell them that. You know what you do? I am not a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party, but I come from a family where there were founder members of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Okay?
The whole protectorates were SLPP.
Not all of them, but not before the formation of the APC, everybody went with the SLPP because that's what they know.
That's what I said.
The SLPP, because they introduced hooliganism at the 1958 convention in Bo,
Yeah.
people were afraid, they left.
Mhm.
Those who left, some went to form PNP,
Mhm.
were not able to go before.
Mhm.
Then some returned back, the other one they were left. Then say, "Love form other group."
Form something new.
Okay?
They'll get a new thinking.
Yes. And that's where the social democratic movement started, where we call the All People's Congress. The All People's Congress from 1960 to the Theoden-Stan 1967 election, up to the Theoden rule Sierra Leone up to 1975, they were social democratic. But believe me, by 1975, even the APC don't turn to a hooliganist party.
Papa, we will talk say 77, 9 SF die.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So looking at these political parties today, then they talk about democracy in Sierra Leone. I want to challenge the Sierra Leonean, let them answer to me what's in a democracy. Because for a lot of people, democracy is about having two parties or several parties and going to elections. That's not democracy. That's part of the democratic processes.
Yeah.
Democracy is a social behavior.
Mentality.
And democracy, not a mortal man create them. I want let's say Leoneans know this today. Not a mortal man create democracy. Democracy is what the Bible and the Quran they preach.
Exactly.
That rule where they say golden rule, do unto others as you want done unto you.
Others do unto you.
That's democracy.
Then the right to choose where God give you.
Well, if you want for respect the golden rule, you get for respect the right of choice.
Yes.
Because you as a human being, you know I let them force you for it casada.
Christianity.
If they say the one old wall na casada for it, if you say wait man for it, huh?
Christianity then call them free will.
We are lying.
You're right. You're right.
Not a matter man create democracy. Democracy is a behavior.
You know,
the process of electing people to represent us and our choice of free will in choosing who will represent us is part of democracy.
My brother, even insects, I can always make the example there. And we do that in our school. You remember what we read about social insects?
Mm-hmm.
Now for let we see and understand.
Now democratic insects then.
Exactly. And they organize themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a own unique role.
Exactly.
And pathway they play for make the community thrive.
Exactly.
Succeed.
And nobody know they interfere with that role.
No. You get the army. You get the queen. You get a drone. You get the workers.
Yeah.
These are all designated roles, specialized roles, where everybody gets their own parts for play.
Exactly.
We as people, we don't come out. We not be the social insects. When are the model that's what they try for show we how for be successful. Rather, what we can, we turn to butterfly. What is it do clean? Butterfly then come out. All man defend nectar for go suck sugar hunch. Fend side for go dog for go lick sugar. All man they look for side and go lick sugar. Nobody know they care for a company. I be then listen, and I don't listen to quite a lot of politicians. When I talk about Sierra Leone, I do not like making examples from outside. Sierra Leone, everything about bad politics, we don't get on a Sierra Leone. If we are aware, if we are tuned, if we are innovative, everything when a bad practices in democracy, it don't happen as Sierra Leone. I mean, they read somebody they talk because we not elect for waiting, but I go call the name where Samura be they talk. Yes, he talk waiting, he talk this, he talk that. But to give example to Kenya, say you don't see in African politics where they say for boycott elections, then go still do what I want for do. It happened at Kenya. But it happened at Sierra Leone too. In 1970s, SLPP boycott elections. Now that 10 begin, no more be on your book bound. Kawinia. APT.
That's a bit 71 or 72.
Everything
that election where they talk, so I think that be 1972, was it?
Yes. 1970s.
Not 71 or 72.
I think that's 72. SLPP boycott. It don't make any difference. APC just do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And that elections there, when they call the result, Kini Mitajao of Central Nobody not in my bed and win. Then me them come. No, we don't go back. APK. You know, you know the things them where they happen. Nothing of these things are new. They don't happen, and we they accept them. Hey, now for left and now we go no more. Now this we don't they do. Tell we they also will do this so, and then still they tell we say let we go. Now that makes some people they say we know they go again. This
and the point where they make,
uh-huh.
people feel that the solution to it is, let me self go join, let we all go fet the fet. You remember just now they tell me, say, why me no one for go? Yes, because I don't want to be involved in that kind of fight.
Exactly.
I'm not that idiotic to go join a destroyed system thinking I'm changing the system. I'll be out of the system and try to change it. He who listens, fine. When Jesus Christ began, I preach what he want preach, they not listen. Now I die go. Now all man they clap and dance for him. Not so.
That is all. That's
what
what
we say Jesus care. Jesus not care. Who da go near and he take him? Who da not go near and say they na you lane. You see, what you will get for understand, because this is a very important point where you don't carry it. Change is not a magical procedure. It's a collective procedure will involve each of we for say, okay, let's contribute to what thing will make this thing different. But if we say, pass we go be leader, or pass we go be politician, before that thing they change, then be assured that change will never come.
Not to make a talk about social issues.
And now they lead we to the political suicide or the pansel. Rather than we build the institutions and systems, we destroy them by too many people wanting to run for the one office.
But you remember this saying, too many cooks spoils the broth.
Yeah. Every Jack and Tom want for be head of state.
All miliju brigade one gonna upgrade basket.
So tell me, if una come out na a social system where one, una not respect the opinions of other people, and una not try for do anything for change that. When somebody come with a contrary opinion, you see them as the enemy. We not try for change that first and foremost. When somebody say something contrary to what we say, we see them as the enemy. We not try for change that. When somebody say, I want for be a driver, you know they ask him where is learn the driving, you go buy your own motor car. If he say, well, that man they learn driving, I can't take your own motor car, you see him as the enemy. We not try for change that. You know think that they tell we? Having too many people running for the one office, it expand the enmity. It give room for people for preach all kind messages of division, where they make we not able to see them as a country. The word Sierra Leone only exists as a word. It's not a mental picture in the minds of most people, because in the minds of most people, Sierra Leone means how me go get me own benefit. Not to how we all for benefit now.
Well, this topic here, we don't pray them, we don't open it. But there is something we may you to talk about. We pick some core themes. The core themes them, one are the purification of aspirants for head of state in two main political parties. Two, dishonesty, deception, ideological divisions within the political parties. Three, impact of national cohesion and development. Four, abuse of the youth political motives, neglecting their empowerment, show format. Six, segments interspread with phone in. No, that is not a part of it. Well, we get there. Call waiting
You
there.
want answer to them four
I
things?
want let we start first with the glorification of aspirants for head of state in the two main political.
Now we don't deal with. Now they deal with so now.
Yes.
When you get too many cooks, see, they spoil the broth.
Spoil it, bro.
The SLPP as a political party, we don't see people and they go online, then get you and they create the YouTubes them and they cause effect. The APC, then they call meeting, all microphone, they cause effect. And you look at all these people doing all these things, you ask yourselves, are these people thinking? Honestly, Imran, if I am vying for an office, and I know Imran Toure is vying for the same office, and I know I can make more input by standing behind Imran, I go do him. You see, the mentality about leadership now in poor in our country. People feel the leader is the be all and the end all of everything, so I have to be there.
People trade in.
A leader who does not have people around him is as good as an ordinary man in the forest.
Well, I get this. What I can say, I say if you lead, people they follow. If nobody know they follow, you not stroll, you they stroll.
A leader who is not with people is as good as an ordinary man in a thick forest.
Mm.
And some of these guys are aware of that, let me tell you. So what do? They segment these political parties into camps. Trade Alman being in youth camp. That's why social media not the it.
Yeah.
Alman be getting and bag way they work out with. What social media not been it. Not so?
Yeah.
Then 60s, 70s elections, all the that time, most people were standing under the APC, and we saw camps developing. This Namola by Kamara in camp, then FB Toure in camp, then Mohamed Jallo in camp, then SI Kuroma in camp, then Casey Bamanja in camp, then Tumbuyeke in camp. From that camp, now we don't come to use it in technology. We get now bloggers, all manga in bloggers.
They don't even know the meaning of blogger.
Now the technological transfer of camp, now they do so.
Oh my God. Man, they misuse the meaning.
At the point that they make Awala listen. Awala listen, no. Then camp here what they create, we not get time for teach the people them. It's good to have those camps if the purpose is good. But rather than we teach the people what thing go bring them together, we they go tell go cost down and they na Minkailu in people and go cost down and then na Samoa in people them. So rather than we institute the mentality of national cohesiveness, we they teach the mentality of national division.
Yeah.
It's happening in the SLPP. It's happening in the APC.
Country. It's a Sierra Leonean
It's happening in the NGC. It's happening. This is the political suicide we are creating.
It's a Sierra Leonean problem.
This is the political suicide we are creating.
Make I tell you, now society like here, when you're not a politician, any mortal man you get for no you limitation. This is one of the rules. I know what I'm good at. I know my abilities. I know what I'm proficient pan, what I'm not proficient pan. I know what I can do better. And I know what I struggle with. All right. I want for round. You want for round. There is nothing wrong for make a run and you self run. But you observe the responses where you get from the people. I can see say Mr. Jallo seem forget more following in other societies. Imranti go come to you, say, bruh, it look like for say you get the momentum behind you, win a one party for the sake of the waiting, and they think for can be in you. I don't like bribe my ideology. Your ideology not too far from your own ideology. How can we work together? That's what they happen. Then you read, they make a press conference. Imranti and Pajalo, they don't match.
Yeah.
In as much as Sierra Leone, Imranti don't see for say he not get chance. He not get for win. Rather, what he need to do, they begin to put road mines for a company. So when he not get time, make all man get cut foot, make them all turn to polio. But this is what is happening. I make a glad the way you can pull on topic there. This is the suicide.
Well, some people hold the cow and topic here and say na book talk.
Now lie they lie. That's what they happen as Sierra Leone. Now America.
That's how it is.
Now America, would they see every time when they get past 30, 40 people and they come forward, then they drop off as then they go because people and they review them positions, then they assess them positions, then even a supporter and can say to them, "Bo, I support you. Me, I come up behind you. Look, you know, look like better there." Then instead go say, "Hey, well, what you go do? We group, get similar kind of manifesto to this person. Now we go talk to them. Say we on key area when for help the youth. If you can have them by you, now we all go behind them. They'll say yes.
You see, I'm glad you wake I'm glad you wake out with the word manifesto. In Sierra Leone, the manifesto has lost its meaning. You know why?
Shoot, me brother, shoot. That's why we are here.
It's an egoistic proclamation, not a rational proclamation. All Sierra Leonean manifestos, then they preach the ego of the person where they talk them. I want to Sierra Leoneans begin do one thing. You may remember Julius Matabio when he went to the BBC to talk about his manifesto. He was asked one question: how would you get the funds?
How you go pay for it?
He answered, but we didn't pick it at that point that this man could not do these things. The journalist did that question willfully from ex-Sierra Leoneans. They know say this man not get the competence. He say Ingo cover the loopholes. What loopholes?
You know use loophole. He say Ingo. He say the leakage. The leakage you use.
Leakage, loopholes, all not the same.
No, I want to use the verbatim.
Leakage.
Yes.
Oh, what are the leakages? Because if we look at them in practical terms, if we stop all the leakages in Sierra Leone, it's not going to be able to fund most of the development demands. Okay? It may be able to bring a few more million leones.
Yeah.
And now that same thing we concentrate on today. How this government in wage bill high. Take all the wage bill we then get. Remove all the workers. Take that money, ask yourself, can this money build water supply for Freetown? You come to realize it cannot.
It cannot.
Can this money build electricity for Freetown? It cannot. Can this money equip all the government hospitals in the western area? It cannot.
In fact, where it talks say it can block the leakages. You know what it can end up for do?
It increase the leakage.
It can't dig gutter there. The leakage.
The man increase the leakage.
Now the leakage turn to gutter. So not a leakage again, a free flow. Now, now Sambagot I turn to.
You see, all this talk about manifesto. I think it's time we tell politicians to shut up about manifesto.
Precisely.
Tell us, when you come to power, how you'll be able to mobilize funds.
Also, you don't reach so. You just don't bring weekend the second core problem: dishonesty, deception, ideological division within the
Nah, they pass through.
Now you don't
Nah,
hit
they
it.
pass through.
Number 2, core.
Yeah.
And inside there you do so.
If you want to tell the people the truth, tell them how you'll come to mobilize more funds, which method you they use for get that funds. Let them see I'm in real practical terms, say this is doable. Tell the people about how you hope for use them funds then they, which sectors you go give priority, and how you go distribute them per annum. I can't tell we say I go make all them roads then I sell you inside 6 months. That's the biggest lie you will tell the people. You don't have the capacity. You not get the technical capacity. You not get the fiscal capacity. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you want to tell the people and say I will make a difference, tell them something about how you go improve on them basic life. And if you want to tell the people about how to improve on their basic lives, don't promise them jobs. That's a lie. Governments don't create jobs. Government creates policies that will attract job creation.
Then they create the environment.
Yes.
The ableness.
Yes. Like, for example, if you feel say you get for do your work. If you feel say you get 8 million people, per 8 million people, 6 million they without job, and per that 6 million, 4 million they will not get no skills for offer. Rather than you tell them they can't create jobs, where say they not get the skills for offer for get job. Tell them say they come with a policy we go make Uda not sabi anything for do, we will get them for do something, or we go create an environment for make investors then come and can assist we in that area. That will be a reasonable manifesto.
Yeah.
Because like in the area of agriculture, we can create an environment we're going to make people invest in agriculture. But we have to be careful about those investments. Don't create job for job's sake. Create job for improve on the ability of the people for buy and consume goods and services. Okay? Because if you cannot create an environment for people to buy goods and services, nothing is going to change in the environment. You go pay man 500,000, we month do you able buy one bag rice. You get family. Sometimes inside you see get 10 people. Now in the abopa. That man a 500,000 they get. We not do for paying your rent. You not do for buy one bag rice. So what you don't create? You don't create avenue for criminality.
Yeah.
If you are talking about a manifesto for change, you get to take all them factors there into consideration and look at possible solutions and talk to the people and say, when we come, we go do this, we do this because this will cause this for happen, it will cause that for happen. Don't come and promise I go build more roads. I go build simply stupid talk.
I not cut you word. I'm glad the way you use that word, ego. Because it's not an egocentricity. If you're not person way realistic. First and foremost, you get to differentiate between what you want with your ego and what people they need, because this is a community. You have to look at the community. Look at what
If you have an ego to satisfy, look at what satisfies the egos of others.
exactly.
Because everybody has an ego.
Exactly. Look at
Right.
what the community need.
Mhm.
I cannot understand Freetown, the population not even reach 80,000. Then get Guma Valley. Governments don't can, they don't go. Governments they don't can, they don't go. The pipe them only with man and they put the all don't pull then a rubber, then they go and connect and the pipe the rubber. Then
we change them pipes then they later you know categorically.
If I can just don't let you come.
There was a complete overhaul of the underground pipes in Freetown in the early 1980s because they wanted to get rid of the asbestos pipes and bring in other pipes.
Mhm.
They did that all over Freetown. Go ahead, sir.
Now I see plastic, then they connect. All man get your own plastic where they go connect. And when that they happen, then they bring bacteria, all kind of virus, waterbound, waiting they go inside for pollute the water system. Anyway.
Do you even have water in those pipes? That's the question.
Well, that's another thing.
Do you have water in those
We
pipes?
say we
Is
get
the
government.
Kuma Dam still existing?
If somebody really like we country, water na life. Water na the biggest priority. One of the biggest priority. People cannot live without water. People are not getting their hygiene needs without water.
Forget about hygiene. The universe is all water.
All water. Over
Forget
70%
about hygiene.
of
The
the body.
universe, all they talk about.
When we body, over 70% of our water.
Well, so
Then you
forget about
come,
hygiene.
you are the people in the president. You don't make road. You don't make road. You don't give the people the water. Una need water. Even the road when they make, and they need water for making the road. You know, all the people that when they come, I don't know if them brain not the function, or we all in the country we ain't not the function. How we go get a country? We get 7 rivers. We get almost half a year rainfall. We not get way for collecting water and they get leader they can and they go, then they can and they go. Like for instance, Kabakam, people that they drink water in sachets. They go. And as Kromaka may take over, people then continue for drinking sachets. And as Kroma go, Madam you don't can still drinking sachets.
It's good and fine.
None of them.
We see it as normal, so we are not asking how can we change it.
None of them not solve that problem.
Because we see it as normal, Imran. Imran, even stupidity, you can see it as normal, so you will always be stupid.
Anything where that I don't say to you, say we don't get the formula. If something they happen, we are not fix them, we are not resolve them, they become the norm. And if it become the norm, it don't become culture. It's there. So all and Alec then they suck bone.
But now we create them, not only creating self.
And that thing the amount of damage where it cause now with ecology. Then plastic, then they will not decay. All they end up in the sea. They kill the sea life. It damage the environment.
They don't kill and done.
You know? They no they sit down for make policy say we go try for stop this. Where will be they grow up? They work in the morning, you remind the other pints there for sale.
Bala asks you one question today. All the politicians in a salon, almost scientists did they. Where is Sabi?
One don't die, Dr. Monty Jones. We get a few. to Jackson, I be chemistry. We get some, like combination of this and that.
No, knowing chemistry not make you a scientist.
Well, it's not the things. I get why the drifts now. I get now trap you said for.
I'm talking about applied
Yeah.
scientists. There.
Well,
People who they apply
well,
what's in a
me
lab.
self don't get you there because we be the talk this now. But certain thing I tell you about application. We get the knowledge, but we applying it. That is not the general problem. Application.
Almost scientists there now with political class.
None. Because they
The
don't know the
second
apply.
question is our political class mentally open enough to accept advice for change?
That is not.
And they try to make we look at the reason we make we get this political suicide.
Yeah. Our attitude is not compatible to progress because you get for listen to people then. You get for work with other people then.
We not necessarily need scientists in politics, but people outside politics we know what in need for be done. When they talk, the politicians should listen. But, you know why plenty people want for be head of state? Now because we don't create a syndrome, say, first you go up yonder and do a elect before you go get what you want done. Otherwise, you go there outside, you talk until thy kingdom come, nobody no care. That is why we cause and create political suicide.
You know, brother, that we be honest with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I mean, they tell you today, say, the definition we'll get for leader, we look for an emperor. The person way now in the law. Remember in those days before democracy begin to apply.
Yeah, before we begin talk about Western education, because we had democracy. Now we left democracy.
You know,
there was democracy in our traditional system.
The emperor, the king, now the law, now the constitution. What they say is final.
Yeah.
Now with people that they try for bring back. But even if you look back into the Bible, Matthew 25 to 28, what did it tell? We say leaders are not to oppress and overpower others with their authority, like the Gentiles practiced. Instead, leaders serve others, which Jesus demonstrated when he made himself of no reputation.
Well, do we actually need Jesus to demonstrate that?
Well, if we say we're not Christian and we're not Muslim.
No, I'm not talking about Christianity or Islam or whatever. Mm-hmm. Is God not a leader enough to be open to us?
Exactly.
We don't need for quote Bible for anything. We don't need for quote Quran for anything. If God was not open to lead us, with all the rubbish show they do, like he don't destroy her. If you say now everything they happen at the world where they in natural synchronicity, no. We offend God all the time. But because he's a leader, I say, okay, let it be. Let them learn from their mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See them go grow.
Yeah.
I give them the knowledge, I give them the tools. And that's make it give you good
eyesight. He can make impunity per way. If God be one for doing impunity per way, not be for the create prophets them for cancer, we say now this for do, not for that for do. Now himself being for come, it can beat we. Now we shape up. So now not quote Bible and Quran, now look at the rationality. And the rationality of God in existence, now in the Bible
the reason we make I do that, we notice with politicians them every day when they say, now God na him choose them. Now God na him bring and come. Even people that they cause say now God na him send and then a prophet. We don't see all that they happen at Sierra Leone. So
God may allow things to happen, but not when they create them.
Now you talk about rice.
Mm-hmm.
You get for go back, you use the very thing where the person they use.
I know how you stand in there. That's not for public consumption.
Yes, I get you. But I just remind you.
It's
so
not for public
we
consumption.
politicians, them any side where they meet up in Sierra Leone, the Bible and the Quran and the waiting, and then they quote are wrongly. Then we clap for them.
Yeah, because they're not a do for the correct purpose. Even the churches and the mosque, them, but who they where they preach the scriptures wrongly, because they are not doing it for the correct purpose.
Now that's make I bring
the same thing with the politics.
Now we get the
politics is not an unholy thing. If we accept, say, God and Satan, then they are issues. But still, God no vex sky can beat you and kill you because we the follow Satan. That they tell us say God is a Democrat.
Yeah.
Because if God be one for be a man of impunity, if I don't give we good dirty bit, I kill we. Because we the follow Satan.
He always give we choice. He give
yes.
we choices.
Yes,
always get
democracy.
Mm-hmm. Even when he make
democracy.
We, not so he name the animal them. He tell we say, Lord, we name them for we say.
Yes, that's democracy.
And where God give we the Garden of Eden, if not be mortal man be get the Garden of Eden, he go talk for say, Pajalo, I put you in this garden, let watch out for me. That tick where they by the gates, I no more if you touch. All the other tick, if you touch anyone, and you come on here. But God did not do that. God say, you can eat any one panentic there, but just left that one green leaf for me. That is the difference. That is the difference.
You see, and another thing about the Garden of Eden, as how you bring them, God created us, He put us in a garden. That is, He give we everything what we need. Not so?
Yeah.
Then it's always say, one thing they not touch them. You know why?
Shoot.
He wanted us to develop ourselves. And not we say we not get rights to that in there. He said not touch them. Wait for me, like I can show you how to use them.
Makes sense.
You want to develop. And not one for control we. You want to develop. Like you begin way small, you go tell and say not touch fire, not to so. But if the pikin for say they touch I, they left away, but now they learn from that. You see, the religious scriptures, them one thing about them is that we still look them in a physical form. We not they understand the figurative meaning where they be in them. And so a lot of misinterpretations they take place.
Yeah.
But by and large, what you get for understand is the garden was a place of complete provision. If you ask me, Sierra Leone is the Garden of Eden.
One can say that easily.
Because there is everything in Sierra Leone that we need. There is one thing that we have not learned to use. And that's the fruit which was prohibited from Adam and Eve. And until we learn to use that fruit today, we go deeper where.
Then we politicians say,
because even the Bible tell you say it is the fruit of knowledge. Not that it tell you?
Yeah.
Have we made any effort to build knowledge?
Never. In fact,
or do we think knowledge is about going through school, having titles?
No, not for applying.
Not even the application. That's what the application. No. Knowledge is an understanding beyond. what you learn. The application of what you learn, it comes with an understanding beyond what was told to you.
Yeah.
If I tell you this is plastic, you therefore look at what in plastic mean, the chemical structure, etc., you understand them. Then you look, say, okay, this thing then called plastic, I able to take something else and make them for myself.
That's the rationale. You understand the rationale behind it.
So now I'm able to apply it.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge is not titles. It's not, you can apply what you have learned and do so wrongly. That's not knowledge. And I think, say, Leone, we do a lot of that. We apply things that we will learn, but we do it wrongly. So we always get bad results.
Well, we to start with, they don't drive we all come on at the garden. Some people in Sina, the number for dinner the garden.
Well, you didn't rebel me, they not rebel me.
Papa, me na analogy me they make na because that's how I see it. We get 2% we talk for Sina, then the garden, it belong to them. We not allow for even go to the garden before we say for low harvest any fruit.
The life and themselves, you know, to make the life and themselves.
Mm-hmm.
In the world of technology, nobody not gets exclusive rights.
Well, that's what they say.
Oh, they talk so now, and they are winners alone. True or false?
True.
They're able to grab with it. Now we don't grab them because right now they talk, they not get mind for can't talk to me.
All them talk, they already talk now for talk about social media. Because social media now the
so relax, yeah, relax. They're not grab you there.
So now
we do you a favor. You know, Tina, the favor, how then do you?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can talk and nobody will come to harass you.
Yeah.
They did you a favor.
So now we dip at number 3, impact of national cohesion and development. How this
I don't tell you say
political suicide in Sierra Leone the impact with national
I don't tell you say all them camp the way in the form.
Mm-hmm.
When now they don't translate them into the electronic camp, the way they call bloggers.
Mm-hmm.
Each of them, now they contribute to national cohesion.
Yep.
They don't look at national cohesion. They'll come and tell you, Samoa Kama is the best. Richard Conte is the best. Julius Madabio is the best. Best how? How? Now they talk and do what in?
Talk and do boy. Nothing.
Talk and do what?
Me they must say boy. That means nothing.
And they come, not about their business. So talk and do what? I want an answer to that what. If I go begging at my neighbor house for can feed me picking there, I will say na me feed me picking there.
Okay, brother, if you look at the thing, not to even in sense.
They come.
As
I am logically.
Mm-hmm.
If I go begging at neighbor house for can feed me picking there, I me feed them.
Mm-hmm.
I never feed them.
Manjalanji you go do.
In their neighbor say I not get, they not they eat. True or false?
Of course, you depend on somebody else.
Well,
you dependent.
So talk and do what? Why are we not doing in our country? A country will get the capacity for raise billions of dollars for himself. Past then go bigger.
You remember where we start? We talk about the what, why, and how. You can apply an aya. Talk and do na phrase. Talk and do. If what? You get sense, you go ask what?
Talk and do what? Bigger.
No, do not yet. It just say talk and do. You go ask her, what do you do?
Bigger.
You know, answer the question. Tell you they wait. We don't wait 5 years. Don't know. Other 5 years they try for done so. Talk and do what? Now a phrase,
Bigger.
they say na 2-3 words will not make sense. Sentence, now a group of words will make complete sense. You get subject, you get predicate.
Talk
The
and
man
do
say
not
talk,
complete sentence or pancreas.
he say talk and do.
Yes, not
If you talk
complete
and talk
sentence.
Creole man go say, talk and do wetin.
Well,
I not see what you bring come more.
well.
Because if you talk, you do something, and me not see nothing. What am I build skyscraper? You not get for tell anybody. What am I the 20 miles in the same? If you say you don't do something, you get for explain. That means that you not do nothing. You don't do nothing. And that this is not part of the problem where you always they talk. With people already ask the right question. With people not interested in the community. All man believe is that Name could be done they talk from how long say Sierra Leone turn to war. All man get young cow them. Instead of we create a country where we all day inside, we are divided because everybody get young war. All man get young soul na hand. Young cow them the father. Samura get young cow them. Marabi get young cow them. Kane young kela get young cow them. Richard Cox again young cow them. Mara again young cow them. When they grab the morning, as Sulamanki say, he gave soul na hand, he go R. Then falara. But the reality, we are not going the same journey. And if we're not at the same country, we're not go the same place. We have a problem. Serious problem. As you can always talk the problem, it deep past waiting people like you waiting. We deal with it superficially. This is like a deep wound. And it's not only deep, it's chronic.
You see, I wonder we address the reason for them problems here.
Yeah.
And I go start with that word leadership. You see, everybody going, we not get good leadership. Yes, we don't. But good leadership is not an external factor. Just like when they say discipline, not an external factor. Boy Jalo Jamboria has to have a level of leadership within himself.
Yeah.
How he comport himself in the public, what he they do and what he not they do. You can't forget a level of self-discipline. I should not do this. I don't have to be told. I then call fortitude. I should do this. I don't have to be told. Like, for example, I can wake up now, Miosia. Nobody know they tell me. Or they take the vacuum cleaner or whatever clean.
Proactive.
Because not a proactiveness. It's a discipline that I don't want dust in my house.
Yeah.
It's a discipline. If I see say some dust done together and maybe the rest of the family not there, I dey do them. If I grab in the morning because for one reason or the other, then they hurry for go, then eat some food, then left the plates them unwash, I dey wash them. That does not make me a lesser person. It's a discipline to keep a home in order.
One will also say, "I habit." In you.
Well, not a habit. It's just a discipline that we have a certain standard to maintain in order for make the house look decent. And I don't have to be told to do it when somebody else has not done it. Or maybe sometimes the person in a hurry for go in the morning, he eat something or drink tea, he left the glass or the plate there. I'm not going to say, oh, not to me use them, pass the person.
I'm glad the way you bring this tea, way you talk so.
Because this is the Sierra Leonean attitude.
Yes. You dey waka for inside house, you meet chair for door, block the domot. Before you take the chair, pull and there and make the environment safe. You dey jump, you pass. When they ask you, bo, you pass now, you see that chair. Not to me put and there. Not to me put and there. You go left and there till somebody else can broke your foot today.
You don't begin see.
Yeah.
So what they talk about lack of leadership, it's not outside us, it's within each of us.
You see a need.
Your ability to maintain a level of standard and discipline in society for make things work, now in a leadership.
For the general good.
Not to tell them they can't use special crown or spirit or Holy Ghost for can't touch you for do that. As you rightly say, after some time, when you don't do them over and over, they become habitual.
They become a habit.
So that even if you go to public, you go to other person use, the tendency say you go do it unconsciously, then go wonder why this man did.
Why the man is gone? It don't become part of you.
So if you don't build the attitude for yourself, if they put you in a public office, you they go there and do the same thing unconsciously. Now then called mindfulness. You a leader is any possible mindful about his environment and try to make sure say the environment they in sync and comfortable for everybody around.
Everybody. All your actions and way they take is not about you, it's about others.
It's about all, no, not about others, but about all of us.
Yes, I go.
Whatever you do right, for make others then benefit from, you don't do it right for yourself.
I go affect the community at large.
If the host they get dirty, you did it. If other people are sick, you said they sick.
But the one when a bottle
it goes without scientific saying.
Bottle broke now the common area. The man go chip toe. The commodity. You come, you say, hey, but you didn't host, bo. Bottle broke. What happened? Not me broke him. I don't know that broke him. But you didn't host. You see, say it broke. Why you not clean them up? If me be can now, I not look. I forbid don't injure myself. Hey, well,
don't take it about yourself. Let me say that bottle days everybody left handy. The very man where first you ask that question, he go come one day forget he must that bottle.
He must come back. And that scared me.
So not back. Anybody do now, himself he do.
That scared me go back to something where I be the talk about, where I talk about that sachets. And not be done. You remember what we small early morning where the real man in the past pint, what we recycle bottle?
Yes.
We not get
that's any them they get a pint for go sell to cold storage, for go sell to brewery.
Yes. We not get any politician we go look down one day say, before we people and we drink this water, and then sachets there. Then we begin the recycle bottles. All in country they already recycle. Now government policies. And all that are for save the environment.
Well, even the sachets you can recycle them, but it depends on the discipline with which you know they do them.
That company policy.
In my house, I have 3 bins. One day for food, one day for papers, the other one day for plastics. I don't have to be told by the government for put food outside for put them, put paper outside for put them, put other things outside.
When the government provide, they make the policy and they provide that's
that can be done in Sierra Leone. It's not any big deal, my dear brother.
It's a big deal because we not even think about that. This is what we are trying to make people realize.
What is it that you think about in Sierra Leone? Tell me. Tell me what you think about in Sierra Leone.
You said
beggarliness, promiscuousness, drunkenness, lawlessness. That's all we think about in Sierra Leone.
You talk and say things that would happen, not to accident. If you don't do nothing, don't expect anything. What have we done for us to expect growth? Nothing.
You
What have we?
What you don't do?
What have we planted where we supposed to harvest anything? Nothing.
I don't know.
If you not plant
Go
seed,
to YouTube. Go to YouTube now. One thing that they advertised on YouTube recently. Now cashew promotion in Mozambique. Cashew nut promotion. It's advertised on YouTube. And then they tell you, say, for every box of cashew we buy. Now, one of the most expensive nuts we can buy in this part of the world. For every box of cashew we buy, you they contribute $2 to the education of a child in Mozambique. I know say they read this now. Mr. Investor go look for investor for go cashew na sell. It doesn't work that way.
but they don't start this cashew business now. Sierra Leone, when a small but in the 80s, he failed. I mean, they grow cashew all sides.
It failed because we didn't have the correct mentality.
But that's what I'm saying. Just like how you talk, everything where you don't they talk and when we don't they talk, it don't happen, it don't feel. Why? Because of our attitude, because of our mentality, because of our egocentricity. Everything at Bagbati.
Me and you been they go school.
It's about me.
Me and you been they go school. Idea being get funds where they sponsor agricultural projects in every district in Sierra Leone. Then we get areas who side and they go tobacco. Then get areas who side and they go granite. Then they go this, go that, pepper. Where are they today?
Dead.
And about that same time, we'll get that idea project in Sierra Leone. At the same time, the government of La Côte d'Ivoire, when they pump money into agro production for kick the economy as an agro economy. Today, La Côte d'Ivoire is the largest producer of cacao and coffee in the world. Now the fourth or fifth largest producer of pineapples. It's the mentality, my brother, the leadership mentality.
The last government's then policy, they say prosperity. Whose governments don't ever make a policy we then call prosperity? How you go prosper? Whose kind of prosperity you talk about? You can't make like for saying a church you open. This
prosperity for the Sierra Leonean a physical thing. Prosperity is a spiritual thing, my brother. But if you talk that the Sierra Leonean, no, they understand.
No, they understand.
Everything that we do in this life, they begin with the mind. I will think of a project now. I always get that notepad there with me. You know why? I can wake early morning, I think of something, I note them or I draw a design. You know mean say the act on and tomorrow. I go the turn on my mind, say I the write, I the build. Then with time, I begin see how for actualize them. That is what brings prosperity. Look at a problem, look at how to solve it, plan the steps to solve it, then take action about solving it. It may take 5 years, it may take 10 years, but when it's solved, it will bring wealth for you. Elon Musk did not get up overnight and became the richest man on earth.
We don't want to start from small.
We don't respect processes. And you know why we not respect processes? We not get leadership character. A leader, now somebody who they respect process and do things in a sequence for achieve something. You know, they can't talk manifesto, tell you say 6 months I go do this, I do that.
Brother,
Or they can't tell you say I get agenda for prosperity.
a real leader na is servant.
Your agenda for prosperity, how do you promote it? Are you going to do it alone? Are you Long John Silver on Treasure Island?
Na magician.
If you need people to be on board, have you taken time and pain to educate them about how you want to do it?
Na magician.
Rather than we do them thing and day, we they gather people them into camps, we tell them how for go cost other money, mommy.
Yeah.
We tell them how for blackmail other man. This is the political suicide. We not they use politics for create national cohesion. We they use them for create national division.
Mm-hmm.
We not they use politics for empower and enlighten people them about what to do for them to start processes that will lead them to solving problems within their communities. We'll go give them wealth.
Yeah. When you're a leader, you
We
can't
only go to them when we want for showy self off on certain projects. And the member of parliament for constituency so was here today, and he worked with youths to clean the gutters. Not for them business for clean gutter. Not to them business.
For Photoshop, that's what they do. Cheap popularity. As Leone see, as Leone see a whole mayor they come out on the arena, what do you want to knock and go?
Well, me not they pray for that.
You know? And no, because they feel to say that they call leadership. You know?
Leadership.
Leadership.
But a very unproductive leadership.
Leadership before the thing was calling the engineer them. When I get a meeting, see how when I go able to resolve them problem there. You know, when you're not a leader, you get power for delegate. Now then country there, they are glad when you bring this talk here come. England for let it shape up to what it shape. There was something what they call the black report. There is something what they call the beverage report. All the reports there, and a politician they ask experts them, say we have this problem. Do ya? We want to follow una go look into them thing there. Now una get the master sabip in this area. Then una can advise we. And when people and they go like beverage, Lord beverage, where he go, he bring on the national insurance and he bring the safety nets, where then they enjoy in this country today, we born the NHS, you know, the National Health Service and all that thing and that. So he bring the advice come, the government take the advice. Because he can't tell them, say, we get 5 evil. If we deal with them evil there, we go able to build with community. And then evil there na idleness. Now want. People then when they want. When they want, then what am I po? Is sabibuku, itolo, is shoto. They get desire. They want something.
Yeah.
If you know create something for deal with that issue there, now they bring crime. Now so the crime rates they go up.
They bring crime, they bring rebellion,
yes.
They bring all the ills of society.
Then the man not stop there. He talk about idleness. He talk about squalor. He said with society dirty, sick plenty. We have to deal with that. Then they say, well, give we how we will do it. He writes the project. The government apply. England not remain the same.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
The other time that man be write that report.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to international community for go big.
No.
How did they do it?
First and foremost, then talk about the national insurance contribution. How they go gather the money, and that money they will then gather am na for Eniola, waiting tranga, then go able help the one and way not able to feed it themselves. So everybody, equality of living will come up. Now they then bring the safety net. Then say if for day for people and from the day where they born them, from the cradle to the grave. That means to say when they born picking, then forget milk. If you get money, papa get money, papa no, mama no get money, your uncle gets money, your uncle no get money, that picking if forget milk. Then for provide milk for her. If you get money, then for give you some help. You not get money, then for give you full help. So then create that post day. They not create them, somebody will go chief all the money run out. They make sure.
And I want to ask you one other question.
Yes, sir.
That national post we then create for safety net. Now the money no more than they collect for insurance, they or then they invest them.
Then they invest them. Then they do all the things that what they need for do, for let them add value. So then they ask people then.
Say let the money grow.
Yes.
Let the money grow. Not use English now. Let the money grow.
Let the money grow. So in some area then, they loan people them, let them create businesses, they employ them people there, take more people that come up from unemployment, then begin a work, so then go pay more taxes, so then go collect more money. Because the more people that we work, the more taxes you complete, you collect. So even that alone is a business. Like for instance, if we get water supply, that's Sierra Leone, Wale, waiting, then they create jobs. And it creates revenue. And at the same time, it help for bring cleanliness in the society, stop this squalor.
I wonder we move out of this normal, cheap way where they look at economy in Sierra Leone. Because for most people, it's about government doing this, government doing that. They not examine how to create the funds. Okay? All them questions I ask you just now, I did it for a purpose. Way back in 1991-92, the idea of a teacher social welfare trust fund came up. I sat down, I thought about it. I created a dynamic situation where I say, if every teacher, they contribute maybe 5% of in wage every month into that trust fund, if we can able to get an institution, we go manage that fund. Let we get away for investing money so that it will create wealth. Then we can create educational endowment fund for the picking and for teachers. We can create health insurance. We can create what they call welfare development.
Very good idea.
Usai, after a period of service, maybe 10 years, you're entitled for ask for a loan where you're able to get a house for yourself or buy other things the way you want to buy for make your life comfortable. This was taken to cabinet. It was approved by cabinet, and we were called to request that that thing be made into a national program. We agreed on it in the house of President Joseph Saidu Mama at Sport. That was how NASIT was born. You know, to make her bring up, not so because I want to connect myself with them.
Yeah.
There are things that happen for a reason. But with selfishness and short-sightedness, don't destroy Boku things in Sierra Leone. They can sit down there, we not get leader. We not get leadership because we not they think. We blood is selfish. We only think about ourselves. Yeah. When that idea came, I was not thinking about myself. I was thinking about how to make lives better.
Life better. Transform people in lives.
And 30 days, that process not begin it. Because all what you now they call nasit now na scam. Are the biggest scam in Sierra Leone today. We are our problem. It is how we think that we become. And when some of we they talk people in a book, yeah, we go talk book. And I go continue for talk book. And one day I go keep quiet. I sit down quietly, I write books. Wait man go buy me books, they read them. Then we go left in the dark. The wait man go take me sense, then go control Africa. Like now how Chinese don't begin make Gary. Do you know that?
That's why Henry. Game over.
Then they make Gary, then begin first with Gara, then they make plastic, then get and design like Gara, then go sell and give people them. Then they wear and they say, no go near fire. I think now the name that show then get that close there. Now they are making Gary. And they buy cheap cassava from tropical areas of Asia. They make it into Gary, can sell Gary. When are we for the export Gary?
Export Gary.
Then they tell we in a school say learning is better than silver and gold, which are nonsense.
Well, you can say learning is
today,
high ignorance.
Today,
not just
Gary. All with silver and gold will not sabi, then they can't take an away.
Not just Gary. Indonesians can't take Banga, soccer, and Sierra Leone. Now they are big powerhouse of Banga within the whole world. We they out now. Now they will be get money for SLPP. We will get Banga, we can Banga, they grow wild in our country. We're not able for exporter anymore. My brother, allow we cut them for today. We don't pass 2 hours.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate we get all them crisis here. We not sit down and look at the crisis. We see them,
you don't
and fat, they blame. It's unfortunate.
But not unfortunate again, it's premeditated because
and
the same thing.
The biggest misfortune is that
unfortunate.
The people them we for listen to, we not listen to them. The people that society should listen to, they don't listen to them. And the one they mislead them now, then they listen to.
Because you get ethical value system. Not so you talk now, just not say you get certain condition where you don't condition yourself. You know, you see place dirty. But science then call and condition. You don't condition yourself. You don't develop yourself in a way where now so you function. We can all do it. We can all do it. So now, what you go say about this thing when it happen? Now you tell me about on land. We get for online and bad behavior there. It is not a matter of this or that. We have to do them. This habit where we don't inculcate, we have to find a way to get rid of them. And condition we serve to things them what they build we up. Because all the things that what they do now the contrary they do. You know, they carry go before, they bring we can be end. So now we got to draw the line and say in 5 years we want to be something different.
Now I want let we left this timeline issue. The damage within a Sierra Leone we're not able to repair them in 10 years. That's another thing we have to take note about. That to reverse this mentality of division, this mentality of egoism, this mentality of I and my, if we get for do them in 5 years, it takes a lot of resources. Then after, now they begin put the structures in place for make we begin develop. I will tell you for free. During the time of Ernest Kroma, there were changes in the physical economy, but nothing changed in the mental economy. Now we have somebody who does not even have the capital or the capacity. So whatever was made as a gain in the physical economy has been reversed. Yes, we may have new houses in Freetown. We may have more cars running around in Freetown, but those are not measures of economic development. They are measures of affluence. And affluence normally goes with destruction of economic standards, because affluence normally is accompanied by crime in societies that don't have strong economic structures. Okay? When a society grow affluent, but they not get a consequent production in the economy for allow more distribution of wealth, it is a crime they increase in the society. Because the only way people can get affluent in a poor economy, either by corrupt practices or drugs, or maybe they engage in other things like human trafficking, sex slave trafficking, etc. I don't have to be told that those things are going on in Sierra Leone. They are in clear. Anybody who they boast about money in Sierra Leone, they ask how I pull that money, and I will tell you, say, he work for get them. Now, through nefarious means, he get them.
You look at the people in salary and you look at the life we live, not proportionate.
You understand?
Mm.
So, it's an unfortunate situation, and we have to change it. We get for anyway, let's say, Leoneans, then listen and understand, say, whatever is going on is not to their advantage. And especially also in the diaspora, we need to understand, say, what in the gonna say, you know, they to our advantage. You know what you do?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be tied America let Donald Trump begin mass deportation. You will see Bokuman and they bundle them, carry them go salon. And when I say bundle, then they go meet you in a workplace, they all day, Jan, and carry go salon. If they go they penniless. And when you go penniless into a society like Sierra Leone, then you will know
Damn the day you cost the hour.
that you have not helped the country. You've been sit down at the diaspora, they support waiting they go on. They clap for them.
That's the order of the day. Anyway, Daddy, we have for call me day.
Before we go, we need for talk to we fumble them. It's unfortunate today. We take all the time trying to explain.
The wound deep.
But we encourage people them for the calling. The phone lines are open. The call now, because we've been they talk too much now, I cannot bring up. Otherwise, I for just click on, yeah.
Okay.
We forget people for come online. Okay.
Okay. That's cool.
We encourage people then for call. Then, as I say, we get forget a third segment. And I want to make it clear to the listeners them, say, this is a place where we want to build a knowledge base for Sierra Leone. Let we see the other side of Sierra Leone, we will not see. Let we know what we need for do for make a better Sierra Leone. I'm not here to talk APC or SLPP politics. If I want to join any of them party, then I go join them. I'm a Sierra Leonean, it's my human right. And if I join anyone, if no means say, whether they do rotorata, they support them.
But the way I see you, the one where your family self, they do something we not right, you know, go stand with them. So before I will go talk about political party, because when somebody gets done condition himself for be ethical, it no matter outside they show off panel. As I said to you, Sierra Leone, we get I call a venom. Which in a venom na poison. We know they ever look for the antidote. Before that, we defend more venom than we was past the one we get yesterday.
Well, the antidote is here. It's here
Well, thank
in
God.
this platform.
Thank God.
And I will encourage people for subscribe if they're not subscribed it, like the videos, like the channel, share. Let us share this channel. There is something that we are giving away free. What in would they do so now? Other channels, then they pay for that. And I plan for begin some leadership training and other things where I go put on YouTube. With the cow talk the problem, now begin talk some of the solutions. I therefore begin leadership training and the other things, then they put them on YouTube.
Oh, they complain.
For make people then come and listen to the nonsense what they say and make sense out of them. It's unfortunate there are certain tools we are not able to use on my channel because of Google regulations. But I have unending tools where I can get access to. When we start at that level, I go to give people then the references who side them for go. Let them go look them for themselves. Not all of them, they're on YouTube, some other and on other various channels, because not only YouTube, they do video streaming. The one them were able to write to the people and get permission for use then copyrights, I will do that. But we cannot sit and allow Sierra Leone to sink. Because when you look at the whole thing, then conduct an election. Everybody knows say this election are nonsense. They make tripartite. Everybody knows see result from the tripartite. Now we don't see all man they post picture on social media. I want run for leadership. Ebo, if God be say all man for be leader, well, how will lead in this world? They like ourselves, we person come out to say na God mark. Well, God mark everybody. Because we all get life in this world. But God not say we all for be leader. The Israelites, when they mean they in the desert, they ask for leader. What thing God tell them? You not tell them, say, oh, thou not choose, I myself choose. Not so that's the Bible tell you.
Yep.
About leadership. God did not interfere with the leadership of the Israelites. So he only tell them, say, these people should be there to pray. These people should be there to do this. Who not choose as leader? Now I'm the leader. That's the Bible say.
Yep.
So we're going to come with them interventions here. Let we help with people them. The other one them, let them do what and get for do. That one for cause and effect. Let them continue for cause and effect. Those you say go carry them go.
Yes, we go see the light.
So if we reach here on a thank you, on get a nice weekend. And as I say, we did look at how we go get 3 programs per week for now. And possibly we go use Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we go space out. Let us not choke with it because honestly, I wouldn't be able to do 3, 4 programs per week now. Because the background work, it take a long time for prepare. And I get a lot of other projects and I'm on way for complete. Some of them projects, if I not complete them before end of December, it will be a big crisis for me because they have to be done by March or April, you understand? For make them then go through implementation stage. So for now, we are going to think about 3 programs a week. and possibly we'll be doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But that will be made known to us, and we would see what we can do going forward. If I reach there, I give the baton to Ishala SFC, the last words.
Ambulem na we come, we dey go. But before I go, I just want to tell you, when I say, if you want to make snake party, when I know what snake can do, make sure say you get the antidote in your pocket, because snake can get you at any time. That will not just complain, but the bet with the snake the bet. Let we try for find the antidote to the problems, not to just for complain about. We all know say snake the bet, but when you know say snake the bet, now that's make you get for go all out. You get the antidote in your pocket where you know say you go meet up with her. In case he bet you, you can neutralize that bet. And when the snake self know that, he go left for bet because he know for say he know they get away with it.
That's all snake. I mean, get one and new theory and they call Johnson. He the bet. They say now which snake? Now say me Johnson not able me.
I get the travel Johnson.
They say Johnson I like it.
That's snake when na Johnson. Or when na Johnson, we go find the antidote by God power. Ambulem, that the word that. I'm going to see it.
Oh, now thank you. We go meet again on Monday, possibly.
Survive not alone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive not alone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Oh, yeah. We people don't tire. With the greediness na the system. Oh, yeah. The youth they don't tire. Eastern region youths we don't tire. Not to this we been vote for. The promise we say salon go better. All things just they go up. How we people go survive now?